Today I want to show you how you can use the dollar index or the DXY to understand the direction of the gold market and the direction of other dollar currencies. But before that, I'll do a market recap on the entries that I did take yesterday and show you what the market is doing right now. So yesterday I took some buys in the gold market and I did explain this in my previous video. So I was expecting this gold to continue pushing to the upwards to this area, and still that's what is happening, because right now still we are on uptrend. Although we have this correction at this point, you should understand that normally after the market breaking above this area, after the market breaking above maybe a resistance area, we normally expect the market to come down and give us a retest before it continues to push to the upside. And actually right now the market did break above this area with an impulse move, and as you can already see from my previous analysis, this market has been giving us impulse correction, while we're pushing all the way to this area. So let's see what has been happening from the previous analysis. So we had this impulse down here, we had this correction, we had this impulse again, we had this correction. Right now we're having this impulse. The market yesterday gave us this impulse, then we're having a correction right now. So after the market breaking above this area, then I was expecting now the market to continue all the way to this area. So right now it's giving us this correction, and what do I expect in this area? So I'm expecting this market to do something like this in this correction area. So these are the possible scenarios that I'm expecting to happen at this point. So we are having this correction at this point. Let me just draw this just like this. Let me delete them. Let me delete this one. Then I'll clone these. So this is what we're having at this point. So right now the market is giving us a correction at this point after that impulse move. Normally after having an impulse move, you should expect the market to give you a correction. And if you can look at this market, after giving us this impulse move, it came down to retest this support, this resistance that became a support at this point. Then so this is what I'm expecting this market to be doing. Right now, as you can already see, we've not broken above this correction area. So this is the scenario that is supposed to happen at this point, probably. So this market probably can give us something like this. And it's supposed to give us something like this. Maybe a double bottom. Maybe, let me draw this. Let me look for the brush. What is that brush? I'm looking for this drawing tool so that I can show you what I'm expecting to happen there. Here it is. So right now what I'm expecting this market to do is this. After coming down, went up, I'm expecting it to come down and give us maybe a double bottom. Then after that, I'll probably wait for this market to break above this area, then maybe give us some kind of retest. Then maybe you can take your entry from that point. Then the market will push to all the way to this area. That's the possible scenario that I'm expecting this market to be doing at the moment. And right now maybe maybe this market is coming down to give us that another double bottom. But if that doesn't happen, this is another possible scenario that's supposed to happen at this point. Let me delete this one first. So this is another possible scenario that should happen at this point if the market doesn't behave as expected. So if the market does take out this lower low that it did create at this point, if the market does take out this lower low that it did create at this point, then I'm expecting the market to continue pushing to the downside. So this is supposed to, if it does take out this lower low, so if the market does come down, takes out this lower low, I'll expect a retest. Then the market will push all the way to this area. Then maybe if the market does take out this area, then we'll expect something like this. We continue pushing to the downside. So let me go to the dollar index and show you how you can use the dollar index to understand what the gold market is doing. Then after that, we'll come to the gold market and see it from the bigger perspective, and I show you why I was expecting gold to go all the way to this area and what happened and why the market did reverse at this point. So first of all, let me go to the dollar index and show you what the dollar index is doing. Let me delete this. Yeah, so let me go to the dollar index or the DXY and show you what the DXY is doing right now. So if you are a gold trader and you normally trade gold, GBP USD, Euro USD, and other USD currencies, you should always be using the dollar index as one of your confluence to find the best positions in the market, because the dollar index normally gives you possible directions of the dollar currencies pairs. So I'll start from the bigger time frame. I'll go to the daily time frame. Let me go all the way to the monthly time frame and see what the market was doing from the monthly time frame. Then you go down all the way to the 1 hour time frame and see what is happening there. So from this monthly time frame, this market was on an uptrend. As you can already see from this monthly, this market is on an uptrend, and right now still the market is on an uptrend. So after understanding that from the bigger time frame, from the monthly time frame, this market is on an uptrend, then let's go to the weekly time frame and see what's happening there. 1 week time frame and see what is happening there. So this DXY market was still on an uptrend from the weekly time frame, giving us these we had this impulse move, then it gave us this correction, broke above that correction area, gave us another impulse move, another correction, another impulse move. So right now what we are having is a correction. So we had this impulse move, we had this correction, giving us something like a bullish pennant. Then, and guys, whenever you see a pattern like this is a bullish pennant, and a bullish pennant is a sign of a continuation pattern. So which means there's a possibility of this market continue to push to the upwards. And as you can already see, we are on this key level. Let me show you the key level that we are on at this point. So the market did fail to break below this area, which was our key level, showing us that still the market is not ready to push downwards. Probably if it could have broken below this area, then we could have expected it to give us a third touch, probably a third touch at this point, give us a third touch at this point, then break above that area, continue pushing to the upwards. But that didn't happen. Instead, this market gave us a bullish pennant at this point, and as you can already see, let me zoom this so that you can see. And as you can already see, this market has already broken above this bullish pennant. That means that, and it broke above this bullish pennant with the bullish engulfing candlestick, showing us that this market is on a very, very strong, uptrend. And let's try to see from this weekly time frame, let's try to understand what is happening here. Let me just delete these structures. Let me delete these so that I can draw them afresh and the market keep it clean. So these are the possible scenarios that should happen at this point. So when you look at this market, we had a higher high at this point. Let me draw it. So we had a higher high at this point, and this market has already taken out this higher high that we had at this point. We had a higher high at this point, and as you can already see, this market has already broken above this higher high with this bullish engulfing candlestick. So probably, as we can understand from this market from the weekly time frame is giving us a retest. So this market is giving us this retest before probably it continues going all the way to this area. So these are our key areas in this market. Let me show you our key areas that we should be looking at. So first of all, the market did come, it failed to break above this area, went down. Then another key area is this point over here. So if the market doesn't break below this area, then we should expect this market to continue pushing over to this area. Then if it does break above this area, then we should expect it to move all the way up there. So this is something I'm expecting, something like this to happen. So if the market does come at this point, give us something like that, breaks, give us a retest or a correction, then we continue pushing all the way to this area. So that's the possible scenario that I'm expecting the DXY to be doing in the market. Then let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what's happening there. Daily time frame. So from the bigger time frame, from the bigger perspective, from the weekly time frame, we've seen that this market is giving us a bullish pennant. And whenever the market is giving us a bullish pennant, we say that that's a continuation pattern. So when we look at this market did break above this area. So this, we can call this a change of character. After this market breaking above this area, showing us that now it has broken the downward structure. It's giving us bullish opportunities, bullish trends. So when you look at this market, let me just zoom it so that you can see it. It broke above this higher high that we had at this point. Then right now, this is what is happening. The market is coming to this area, retesting this area. So if the market does break above this area, so if this market does break above this area below, if this market does break below this area, then we should expect this market to push to the downside. And whenever the dollar index is selling, that means that the dollar is weak. And when the dollar is weak, other dollar currencies should be buying at that point. That's why we've been seeing that the gold market has been buying over from date 6 up to this point, because from this point you can see that the dollar index was selling. When the dollar index is selling, normally you should understand that the gold market normally buys when the dollar index is selling. So that's why I've been looking for buy entries from the gold market, because looking at the dollar index, I saw that this market was giving me this this market was giving me this correction, which when we look at the gold market was opportunities for us to take buy entries. So let me delete this and show you what I'm expecting this gold to be doing at this point. This dollar index. So for us to find a good position, so we should wait for this market to break above this correction area, because we normally understand from my previous analysis, I've been telling you that whenever you see this market has given us an impulse, we normally should expect a correction. And after expecting this correction, after an impulse, we should expect a correction. Then after that correction, wait for this market to break above this correction area, give you a retest, then continue pushing to the upwards. And besides that, when we look at this market again, right now it's giving us a third touch. We had this first touch down here, then our second touch was at this point. Then right now what's happening, we are having a third touch. So this is our third touch. Normally when we get our third touch in the market, that's where we start looking for reversal patterns. For instance, at this point the market is coming down to this area, giving us this third touch. After giving us this third touch, it failed to break below this area. Then right now we should expect something like the market giving us a reversal pattern from this point, then pushing all the way upwards. The reason why I'm expecting this upward is because I see so many confluences at this point, because this first of all is our key area. That's one thing that you should understand, that this is our key area. Then at the same time, this area is our support area from both the trend line and this area of interest that we did draw from the previous high that was broken. Then apart from that, when you look at this market was giving us something like an inverse head and shoulder. So this market was giving us something like an inverse head and shoulder, which is another confluence that we normally look at when trading. We had something like this, head so we had something like this. So this market gave us this kind of inverse head and shoulder, and what we're having right now is a retest on this area. Then we probably push all the way up there. So we should wait for this market to break above this area. Let's draw our trend lines just like this. Let's draw trend lines just like this, and this one, clone it, replicate it up here. So if this market does break above this area, if it comes all the way, gives us a double bottom, goes up, breaks above this area, then we should now be sure that this market will continue pushing all the way up there, give us another something like that probably, then we continue pushing upwards. So that's what I'm expecting. And if that's the possible scenario in the DXY, let's go to the gold market and I show you what will happen. So if the DXY will be buying, then we're expecting the gold market to be selling. So we'll be looking for sell entries in the gold market. So for this one, I could have taken my entries from this point. Let me show you. I could have taken my entries from this point after the market breaking above that area and giving me a retest. I take my entries from that point. Stop loss just below this area. Then my take profit probably should be all the way up here. My take profit should be all the way up here. This is the daily time frame. So this is the daily time frame. That's probably where my take profit should be. But if that doesn't happen, then which means this market will come up to this area, give us a double top, then continue pushing to the downside. And the only time that we should be looking for sell entries in this market is if this market does break below this area. That's the only point you should be looking for sell entries in this market. So let me go to the 4-hour time frame and see what's happening there. 4-hour time frame, let's see what the 4-hour time frame is giving us. Still, it's this kind of correction we're having right down here. So we're having this correction. That's nice. 1-hour time frame. So if you're looking for your entries in this market, this 1-hour time frame, you should wait for this market to come. If you want to take an early entry in this market without waiting for this market to break above this area, you should wait for this market to do something like this. This market break below this, above this area. Then after breaking above this area, first of all, before breaking above that area, I expect something like this. It came up there, come down, give me a double bottom, then go up, break above that area, then give me something like this at this point, then break, we continue pushing to the upwards. So that's the possible scenario that I'm expecting this market to be doing if it doesn't break to the downside. So if that is the case in the DXY, then means that the gold market will be looking for possible sell opportunities in the market, because whenever the DXY is strong, then that means that the gold market will be selling. So let me go to the gold market and show you what I'm expecting it to be doing in the near future. So as you've seen, after this gold market pushing all the way to this area, we had this resistance up here, whereby the market did respect this resistance up here. And we've seen that from the DXY, if the DXY is giving us something like, right now it wants to create something like a double bottom at that point. And if that's the case, then this gold market will come up to this area and give us something like this, which means this gold market will come up to this area and give us something like this before moving down and probably breaking below that area. Then we continue pushing to the downside. So that's the possible scenario that can happen if the gold market, if the dollar index does give us the kind of structures that I've showed you. So the only time that we should be looking for sell entries in this gold market is when this gold market does break below this area. If this gold market does break below this area, if it does break below this area, then that means that we should be looking now for sell entries, and we should have our stop loss right just above this area. We should have our stop loss just maybe break below that area. Your first take profit should be at this point, because this is our immediate support. Then after that, you can take another take profit at that point. But after that, I'm expecting this gold to push all the way to this area down here, giving us about 1,600 pips. That's about 1,700 pips, guys. So that's the possible scenario if this gold market does break above this, below this area, because that will show us that from the bigger time frames, this gold market is showing some kind of weakness, and now the sellers will be taking control in the market. So thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that when I do another market analysis on gold, you never miss out on this, and maybe you take advantage of this information before the market moves, because I normally give out signals and all the stuff in this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.